All right, I'm told that Regina is now ready. Let's just cross over to Regina, who is at the Amboseli National Park, to give us a feel of what's happening there in the jungle. Regina, you must be feeling very well now that you're having yourself in the national park. Good morning.
Good morning, Jane and Victor. Indeed, we are coming to you live from Kajiado County at the Amboseli National Park. This is the Oltukai Lodge, and we're here because in not too long, the Tourism Cabinet Secretary is going to officially launch the elephant naming program. Some quick fun facts, being a Monday, because we need to chase away the Monday blues. What you see in the background is Mount Kilimanjaro that is domiciled in Tanzania. A fun fact is that while the mountain is physically, or rather geographically, in Tanzania, that spectacular view is only in Kenya. Indeed, Kenya prides itself as an ideal tourist destination on beach and safari. Also in the background are what we refer to as wildebeest, better known to, or rather referred to as gnus. A fun fact about the gnus there is that it's said that it is a patchwork. That particular animal or species is a patchwork. The face of a grasshopper, the beard, or rather the goatee of a goatee with, yeah, if you can say that, the face looks like a grasshopper, but the tail looks, or rather is very, very similar to that what you find on a horse. Those are just some quick facts about where we are, because we are in the wild. Now, this particular elephant naming ceremony that is going to be officially launched by Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala in the next few hours or so, just is a precursor to the International Elephants Day that is marked on August 12th. Now, Kenya has been at the forefront in trying to stem poaching. The statistics indicate that in 2020, Kenya lost 11 elephants. But for Amboseli National Park, for the last 2 decades, that's around 20 years, they have not lost even one elephant. Just going to show that what has been done by the KWS here, that is even monitoring these elephants as we speak, using a unique technology that follows up, or rather keeps track of these elephants using DNA. Later in the day, we're going to also be talking to the KWS service to just understand this particular technology and what it has done to ensure that they do not lose the wildlife here. Remember, if there is no wildlife, then the tourism sector that has really been struggling owing to matters of COVID-19 disruptions would likely actually suffer more. So matters of poaching have been quite the thing that has even dropped, or rather even world over. Look at what is happening in Zimbabwe, Zambia, as well as South Africa, where hunting is actually not prohibited, unlike here in Kenya. So also later in the day, we're going to be having a conversation with the Tourism Cabinet Secretary Najib Balala to just tell us what are his thoughts post-budget and what the tourism sector has received. Some of the lessons that the hospitality industry players have been pointing at during this 1 year post-COVID is that the domestic tourism has provided a buffer. The domestic market has provided a buffer for the hospitality industry, because now global travel is almost at a minimal, as foreign states, our source markets, that being the United States of America as well as Europe, have cut travel owing to COVID-19. So what is being done by the tourism ministry to just help hospitality industry players continue weathering the storm? And is the time right to now focus clearly on domestic tourism? Well, for the Amboseli National Park, last year, they recorded births of elephant calves at a number of 289. So Jane there and Victor, also among these particular statistics, is that one of the elephants there, and being that elephants are mostly matriarchal, was a set of twins. And we understand that this was a phenomena. It's very rare to have an elephant giving birth to elephant, or baby elephants, what we're referring to, but culls in twins. So we'll be keeping tabs on what is happening, especially in Amboseli, what they're doing different from other national parks, and also to just look at the tourism sector in general. What we need to know is that the elephant is said to have an institutional memory. If you go down in history and some of the documentation that has been put out there is that where an elephant crosses with a herd 5-10 years ago, whether the river flows there or a construction comes up, they will still follow that channel. An elephant is also a species that mourns its dead. So those are just fun facts about elephants. So we are live from Amboseli, which happens to be in Kajiado County. We're going to be keeping tabs on the day's happenings, and I hope that where you are is not as chilly as where we are right now. So we'll be keeping tabs as we continue with Good Morning Kenya. I'm Regina Manyara. Back to you, Victor and Jane.
Okay, that is our colleague and reporter Regina Manyara, all the way from the Amboseli National Park. She has given us quite interesting figures that in 2020 there were 11 elephants which were lost, but in this year alone Amboseli National Park has lost none. Now that is some good news there. In just naming and doing the head count and of course the statistics of these wild animals is quite important for the sake of our tourism and of course just trying to preserve our heritage of the big four, elephant being one of them. That is an event that is going to be happening at the Amboseli National Park and guided and of course being taken care of by the CS for Tourism, Najib Belala. We are going to get more details on that in our subsequent bulletins. Of course, Regina Manyara is already at the Amboseli National Park. We'll get more.